Hi, I'm going to go over transformations today and grade 12 stuff. Basically, transformations y equals f of x. So we always do transformations in the order E, R, T. So basically, first expansion and compression, second is reflections, and third is translations. So an example of expansion and compression, if we're transforming the function y equals f of x, if we have a 2 in front of the whole function, that means vertical expansion by 2. And if we have a half, it's vertical compression by a half. And that value always affects the y coordinate. Also, we have horizontal expansion and compression. So if the 2 is in front of the x instead of in front of the whole function, then if there's a 2, it's a horizontal. Sorry, I should fix this. This horizontal compression by a half, and this is horizontal expansion by 2. So you do the reciprocal of these numbers. And then the second thing, as we said, reflections. And if you have y equals negative f of x, the negative in front of the whole function is a reflection in the x-axis. So you just go to the coordinate and change the sign of y. If the negative is in front of the x, then you go to the coordinate. Sorry, it's a reflection in the y-axis. Okay, sorry, I'm just gonna fix that. That's in the y-axis, and then that changes the coordinate of the x, or change the sign on the x coordinate. And then we have y equals f to the negative 1 of x. That's the inverse. So the inverse is basically a reflection in the y equals x line. And always when you do an inverse, if you have a point, let's say 3 and negative 7, the inverse of 3 and negative 7, you just inverse the x and the y, so it becomes negative 7 and 3. The third thing in transformations is translations. So these are the 4 examples. F of x plus 2 goes up to f of x minus 2 goes down to f of x plus 2 in the brackets. That means you're going 2 to the left. And if it's x minus 2 in the brackets, then you're going 2 to the right. And I'm giving you an example right here. 4 and 3 is on f of x, and you're trying to find out where the point would be after all of these transformations. So what I do, I write what's happening in this order, ERT. So I'm looking at the 3 there. The 3 means vertical expansion by 3. Okay. And I must change this equation to y equals negative 3f. You see that 2 is with the x, you really have to factor that 2 out to get the right transformation. If you don't factor it out, let's say if you say this moved 4 to the right, that would be wrong. Sorry, I'm just gonna change that here. So when you factor the 2 out, this becomes 2. So therefore, it's vertical expansion by 3, horizontal compression by a half, because the 2 here, it's a horizontal compression, it's not horizontal expansion. And you do the reciprocal of the 2. Now, the next thing is the negative in front of here, that's a reflection in the x-axis. And then we're moving 2 to the right and up 1. So let's take the point 4 and 3. 4 and 3, we'll just write it here. And then let's start doing all of these to it. So 4 and 3, vertical expansion by 3. As I said, you multiply the y coordinate by the expanding factor. So this is the y coordinate, so this becomes 4 and 9. And then we have a horizontal compression by a half that affects the x coordinate. So from here, that you go half times 4, it gives you 2, and it's 2 over 9, 2 and 9. And then reflection in the x-axis, as I said, that's reflection in the x-axis changes the sign of y. So from here, 2 and 9 becomes 2 and negative 9. And 2 to the right, you're just adding 2 to the x value, so that's 4 and negative 9. And up 1, you're just adding 1 to the y value, so 4 and negative 8. this is what you do. Just write what's happening here, put your original point, and start going through the steps. So when you go vertical expansion by 3, you multiply the 3 by 9 and you get 4 and 9. Now you work from here for the next step. And then when you go to the next step, work from here to get into this step. And then on the next step, work from here and so on. Okay, I hope this helps you. This is grade 12 transformations. Till next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.